Humanity. Huh. They thought AI was going to be the best thing ever, that it would help so many people, and yet it did the exact opposite.
Hello, comrades. I'm here to inform you that we are going against AI. The division that I fight for goes against AIs that take the form of human-style, anthropomorphic as well images. So basically, I'm fighting anime girls, and anime girls that just so happen to be furries. Even though I don't like the furry part, I do like the anime girls. So yes, I have to fight the thing that I love. I don't love the AI aspect of the girls, but I do love the anime girls. So let's talk about the kit you may or may not get. So, for starters, a weapon. You may or may not get a weapon. If we're running a little low on supplies, you might get a spear or a sword, but this is a rifle that you may get. Now, a standard issue one will not have this holographic sight or have this scope. It will have plastic or metal iron sights. You will not get a vertical grip. Mine does come with a vertical grip. And boom. You will always be issued a sling though. A sling is standard issue. A lot of people will not get a vest like this. You'll most likely get a bandolier. But if you do get something like this, or a bandolier, make sure that if you find any ammo that is useful, you gotta keep specialized ammo. Because you never know when you're gonna need to start a fire against AI, and you never know when you're gonna get that special delivery of black tip rounds. So, make sure you always have some extra room for your stuff. As for me, I always carry green tips, and I have a little bit of a fiery aspect to some of my rounds. But you should always carry water with you. That's one thing you gotta remember. Even though we're fighting against robots and humans, we, in fact, are humans. So we're going to need water and food. But thankfully, before you go out on any missions, people will most likely give you something to eat. Another thing you need on your kit is extra pouches to hold specific stuff. I've gone on to combat missions with a couple of friends who use 7.62x54R. These are Mauser round clips because a majority of what you'll find in the United States of America is Mauser nagants. But I have thought with a couple people who have used SVTs and SVDs and PSLs, and even though PSLs, I believe, or 7.60x39. I don't know all battle rifle Soviets. But regardless, no, I think they're in 54R. The guy just never asked for any of my ammo. I don't know why, but anyways. One thing you need to look out for, this is on a safe by the way, the desk cover was just open for some reason. Even though this is an instruction video, I am playing it safe, and I'm being smart. But anyways, bring this along with you if you can find one. You need a dump pouch. It really sucks to be in a combat scenario and you use a magazine, or you try to load a magazine that you already used. So bring a dump pouch. It is needed. Now, let's talk about a few things that you will encounter. At least when you're in my group. You're going to encounter humans that are so inundated with AI that they refuse to give it up. Well, we have specialized firearms that I can't show you because of their specific use. But if you need some type of example, they would be called pistols. And we figured out that a lot of pistol rounds are not good against AI, unless they're from phones. So the one that I'm using right now is a phone, but I've downloaded no AI anything with it. I even modded the phone, so it did not come with any AI assistance in its code. So that's good. But regardless, 9mm doesn't work on a lot of good robots, but it works good on phones and humans that don't cooperate. So I have this right here because it's more of a way to show people what I generally use. And we figured out rifle rounds are a lot better, especially Soviet rounds, like 7.62 by 54 and 7.62 by 39. But this is to show people that I use both 5.56 and 7.62 by 39. Because I do not have it with me right now because I'm at my base, but I also have a AK-47 that has a bipod attachment to it. So it's very useful. It lets people know, especially in my group, that I can operate both weaponry. I can operate a Mauser gun as well, but since I do not know how to operate a lot of the SVDs, PSLs, and the other bunch, I do not have the 7.62 by 54 on my person because I don't know the ins and outs of all of that. But I have worked with the other AK platforms, and I also worked with an SKS one or two times, so I do know how to work and operate the 7.62 by 39, and that's why I have it on me. Now let's talk about when you're fighting against other humans. When you're fighting against other humans, you gotta remember to always bring a med pack with you. So on my backpack that I have over there, that I'm not going to bring on camera because it's just a bunch of stuff to show you, bunch of stuff to show you. Regardless, basically, you gotta make sure you bring a med kit with you. There's a med kit on there. You also gotta bring a couple other things. You gotta bring a fire kit. You gotta have a place that can use that fire, so like maybe like a metal tin can or something, so you can at least contain the fire when you're out in the city doing reconnaissance work or when you're gathering up supplies. You also need some water deifier pills. I forget what they're called. I personally have a life straw, but you can use some other types of method to clean your water, and I know there's a couple pills that a couple of my buddies go on missions with me and use to, let's just say, make the water a lot safer to drink. If you're wondering why I'm breathing heavily, I'm using this right now to mask a lot of my voice because you never know where AI may be, and it's kind of stuffy. But anyways, I hope you guys have some sort of understanding on what's to come against AI, because as we all know, AI is the problem. AI really is the problem, and if you're asking me, we're probably going to be fighting it for hundreds and hundreds of years. Maybe AI will prevail, but we are humans and we are resilient. So I'll make sure that we succeed.